Right now, the jury is deliberating in the corruption trial of suspended East Cleveland Mayor Brandon King and former East Cleveland City Councilman Ernest Smith.
Our Kai Torquay was in the courtroom for closing arguments, and he brings us the very latest details now.
East Cleveland Mayor Brandon King faces a dozen felony and misdemeanor charges, including theft in office and having an unlawful interest in a public contract. He's accused of funneling more than $75,000 in city funds to companies tied to his family, plus improperly providing a city vehicle and thousands of dollars worth of gas cards to former East Cleveland City Councilman Ernest Smith, among other charges. Here's the Cuyahoga County prosecution during closing arguments Wednesday.
This case is about, or one of the things that sort of rose above, this case is about disregard and disdain for the rule of law and the separation of powers and how things are supposed to work. Straight up disdain for how things are supposed to work. Disdain for responsibility. Disdain for the rules.
King is accused of using city money to pay annual rent for the city's domestic violence program, whose office was housed in a building owned by his family. King's defense attorney told the jury that King's guilt had not been proven beyond a reasonable doubt.
Mr. King did not have an unlawful interest in a public contract. The lease in question was between two private entities. The lease was between East Cleveland Domestic Violence Program and KMG, two private entities. The prosecution must prove every element of the charge in order for my client to be found guilty.
The jury was handed this case around 1 o'clock this afternoon, and as soon as they have a verdict, we'll bring that to you. But first, coming up at 5, the prosecution is going to show what they deem as physical evidence that King was knowingly unlawful about these public contracts. Back to you.
All right, Kai Torquay, we appreciate the update. Thank you.